Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Still not sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Maybe one day. Good afternoon. Today is the 12th of November and this is part 22 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2023 NEC Classic Motor Show, sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. I can't believe how long we've been going. It feels like forever, but we'll have to pick up the pace if we're actually ever going to get out of here. So we're on the Mini 40 register stand here. We don't have the sort of special editions like this. Well, Mini 40 here, which is a 99. They have others as well. I'll have a look at this one. This is most agreeable, probably because it has a beige leather interior. That smells good as well. I do like a nice beige leather interior. So we got some Coopers here. Late Coopers, Mark 7s, 2001 plate, of course, production vision in 2000. This is a Sport SE 500, 51 plate. Obviously made in 2000, not registered till 2001. Another one, this is one of the latest classic I've ever seen. Another 51 plate, crazy. Who would have thought they kept making for so long? Right, let's have a look at some micro cars. How about a Meadows Frisky Sport, which is what one of these is.
I don't think I'd think
So what year would that have been? It doesn't actually say. I can't see. Right, I have to keep going. I've got time to sort of look too much at things like that. Got to get around here. 1968 Bond 875 Mark II. Before the Bond bug, that's the sort of thing that they made. Yeah. Then Reliant took them over, I think 1969-70. And by 73 they're making things like this Robin. This one is a bit later than that, it's sort of 74, 75. Just a Rialto or a Robin, they sort of made both. This one's from the 90s. Obviously probably with Steve's Machines channel on YouTube. Yeah, 93, 94 doesn't say. And then we've got one of the final Reliance made here. This is a really, really late one. 2000, we've got the Vauxhall Corsa B headlamps on this. I think the last ones were made about 2002. The company kept changing ownership and things like that. Right, more Minis. Mini Cooper Register. It's nearly one of the revived Mini Coopers, this, 1990. Mini Cooper S Mark III. Yes, they did actually make some of these. It's strange seeing them because a lot of people don't even know these exist, but they did. They made them until about 71, I think, and then the 1275 GT, which had been launched in 69, was made alongside it, sort of took over. I think John Cooper wouldn't give his name to be used in a car or something like that. R53 Mini Cooper S. Mark II Mini Cooper S. That one is actually really low. It's a 69, that one. Mark I Mini Cooper S. This is a 67, so it's a late Mark I. What have we got on here? Some kind of crazy sort of American stuff. We need to actually finish off the microcar stand though. We didn't do that. Tiny little thing. What on earth is this? I was a scooter car. I have seen one before, but actually a few of these left. This is a 62. They sort of made them for people who thought a Mini was expensive, I think. Peel Trident, yes, for sort of sports version of Peel P50, and it's a two-seater. I wouldn't want to try one of those though. Fiat Vignale Gamine is based on a 500 underneath. You could actually get these officially in this country. This is like a 68, I think it is. They do look like a noddy car, and that's what people called them. And there's a Peel P50. Would be remiss of me too missed for that. One of the smallest cars ever made in the whole world. So 64, that one. The engine is kind of down by, I think it's either your left or your right foot. Little moped there. And then thing at the back there, what is that? Oh, it's a Noble 200. This looks a bit like a Foldable or something. Yes, it is. It's a British version of Foldable. Crazy. Right. Just going to look up some American cars, viewers. Crown Victoria. 2003 plate. I imagine it's a bit later than that, though. Earlier Crown Victoria here. That'll be from the 1990s. Yeah, 1993. And then another Crown Victoria. They're just everywhere back in the day. They were absolutely everywhere. With the nudge bar on the front. Let's have a look at these races and then come back. Outlaw Anglia, so Silverbeg Anglias and Populars and things like that converted into ridiculous dragsters. That one's looks like it's got a sort of fiberglass front bonnet on it. That one's a very lurid shade, isn't it? And then we've got presumably replica Blues Brothers car, a sort of 74 there, about Dodge Monaco. Crazy. And an Edsel, 58 Edsel, launched in 57. And we got the horse collar grille or toilet seat or whatever they were called it. That's the Edsel Pacer model, this one. So 1989 Porsche 944, one of the Spring Final Lancaster Insurance Pride of Ownership. Meet the Experts Theatre. That won't be me, because I'm not an expert. I'm just an idiot walking around with a camera and trying not to fall over. Ooh, I like this Jaguar though. 1988 Jaguar XJS V12. It could be 89 actually on an F. It's sort of nice burgundy colour, and of course a beige leather interior with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Got this Wheeler Dealers Transit here, 73, 74 I think it is. Mike Brewer's head is there, even if he himself is not. Previously in the service of German Fire Brigade. Crazy. Just can't find the Mark 1 Transit at all, can you? They're very, very rare. And then we've got 1965 Jaguar E-Type fixed head coupe. I think that will be a 4.2. It will say on the back actually if it is. Yeah, it's 4.2. Then one of these Tipo 184 racing cars. It's sort of like a how do we say it? Like a sort of replica of the sort of older sort of 50s single seat racing cars. And that one's an electric one. Interesting. I can't actually be at the show without kind of going to a black stand. There is him in the background with Taylor Hetherington. Yeah, this is out of the barn, isn't it? The S600 2000. It's got quite a nice interior, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be seen on road that soon. It's for sale, BMW Z3 or modified. R53 Mini Cooper, John Cooper Works, bought for some incredibly low amount of money actually. And the Transit we can't talk about because we don't talk about diesels on this channel, viewers. Thank you, Mayor of London, and all your friends around the country with your ultra low emission and clean air zones. So this is the Association of British Volkswagen Clubs stand. 60 ragtop. I imagine that means it's a 1960 Beetle with a convertible top. Some Maguire's products around, very shiny, just to make sure we don't fall over anything here, viewers, which is what I want to do with such things. Beach buggy thing here, same registration sequence as that Maserati Merak SS that Jeremy Clarkson bought on Top Gear all those years ago, JOK something something N. Very 70s colour scheme. And then we've got VW Brasilia. I always forget the name of things like this. I didn't realise they were made until 1982. This one, 77, 78 registration. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in real life before, ever. It's a Porsche steering wheel in there, isn't there? 911 steering wheel. Amazing. Mark II Golf GTI, bottle cap wheels. And actually, we've got some information here. So it's quite an early Mark II then, 84, 85 on the B. And the Beetle here. KDF Beetle replica, so it was a 1957 originally. That KFZ Kraftfahrzeug, so the German sort of technical term for a car. Kraftfahrzeug KFZ. 1981 to 1980-81 Volkswagen Scirocco Mark I GTI, very nice. Volkswagen Scirocco Mark II. Personal plate, not exactly sure what year that would be. Yeah, I forgot about the Scirocco GTI. Fog lamp, of course, introduced in 1981 on all cars, so we'll see that added later. GTX, that one is. Late Mark II Scirocco, they were produced in 1992. This is a 1990-91. I'm not sure what specification that one is. Then we've got another Mark I Scirocco here, all the information sheet there. No, that's from 1992. Yeah, that confirms Volkswagen, so it says that Scirocco finished production in July 92. But yeah, 80 to 81 on a W. We got some more Corrado action going on around here, viewers. Left-hand drive one here, 89 to 90. I think an American one from memory, because I have seen that before. Then we have a rather nice Corrado VR6 Storm in dark green with a beige leather interior. Well, viewers, we've found the best specification Corrado in the history of the world, and I would like one. Thank you very much. Right. 1994 Volkswagen Corrado VR6. It's not quite a V6, a bit different from that actually. Somebody technical will tell you the difference between those two. Coles Hill Auto Breakfast Meat Stand, that's always at this show, isn't it? What have we got here? 1957 Thames 300E 700 weight deluxe van. 2005 Mustang GT Premium. Interesting kind of motorbike there. And we've got this big Cadillac Series 60. That is a 1956 60 special, very sort of pink and white. And then 1934 Ford three-window coupe that's been sort of chopped up and changed. Ooh, Datsun 240Z. This is the what's it, Splinter Cell Car Club. Has that got anything to do with the game? Who knows? VW Trekker, actually right-hand drive, 75, 76. G80L, registered in probably 2018, the same year that Ian Seabrook brought his Dacia over from Romania. I wonder if this has got the original engine in it rather than the later Volkswagen unit that went into some of the really late ones. It looks like it's still the two-stroke engine in there to me. But the fuel tank in the front, that's not very safe, is it, viewers? But, you know, there we go. And then we've got this enormous thing here. What is this, a 59 Cadillac or something? So utterly enormous. Goodness me, how do you park at a supermarket or something like that? You don't, you just take up 2 spaces or something. All this custom coupe Ford is for sale. 07833 464 298. It's not my kind of thing, viewers, but I imagine it makes a nice noise and it goes quite fast. 32 Ford. Is that Jessica Rabbit on the back of it? So, Reliant Scimitar GTE, and I'm not allowed to say the connection between this and a certain famous owner because that is banned. This one is SE5A from 1974. Nice colour that. GTC, this is a 1981. And I like the colour, that is most agreeable, viewers. I think it was 86 that the Middlebridge company took over the manufacture of these. Something like that. And then a Scimitar SS1 1600. This is in 1986. Bleeding from a checkered flag garage in London. LF, London plate. Is that a Type 9 gearbox? This has got to be Ford CVH 1.6 in it. Type 9 gearbox, interesting. Later ones I think had a Nissan engine, from memory. So, some Bond bugs. Bug Club. This one I don't know what year that is. 72, 73. Oh gosh, this is the one registered on Car SOS. I remember watching that episode years ago. Then we've got another one here. Most of them were this colour. There were some in other colours, but most of them were this orange colour. Most of them seem to be the 700 ES model. We have seen one 750 ES recently. 7273 on an L. Rally Chopper Mark III from 2004. Earlier Bond bug here. 1970-71 registration. Interesting. I think this is a Bond Keep Mark II with the 2-litre Triumph Vitesse engine. Yeah, still got the unrivaled under Bonder's access. Quite different looking. The Mark 1s looked a bit more similar to a Triumph Herald or Vitesse. These later ones looked a bit different. Oh, a Bond mini car, 1950. Goodness gracious me, I wouldn't want to try to drive that. That would be challenging. So there you go, there's a better look at what Bond to Keep looks like. The Mark II model. Again, this will be 69 to 70. It's a nice looking car, that. I didn't realise they made a Mark II estate version. That is an interesting looking car. This is Mark I here. Actually, you can see it's sort of far more kind of Triumph Herald based. Sort of the doors, I think, are very, very similar. And the whole dash is really similar as well. That's a standard Triumph steering wheel as well. So yeah, I don't know whether further look at the original one, the Mark I, or the Mark II. Yeah, fascinating. Right, viewers, last stand in this hall. Some Mazzettas, built in Brighton, I think, under license from BMW. This one, does it actually say? Oh, it's a 55, this one. That one's probably about the same age. Mazzettas in this country were all three-wheelers for some reason. There were four-wheelers elsewhere in the world. Trojan would have been built in Croydon. It's a 62, based on the Heinkel German bubble car design. That's a 62. What's this one? It doesn't say. Never mind. 64. There we go, we can see because that's actually got a suffix plate. 62. Is that an appealing sight or is that terrifying? You decide, viewers. Trojan 200, 1962. And then this one here. 1962. There seems to be quite a few of these actually left. Because we didn't make an awful lot of them. Another make of bubble car back in the day was the Messerschmitt or FMR. I can never remember the difference between them. This is a 53, this one. It looks like an aircraft copy, doesn't it? But I don't think that any components were shared between this and an aircraft. That is a 59 TG 500. This one, I don't know. No idea. Cabrio version, no web protection whatsoever. 1958 Messerschmitt KR201. Smell 2-stroke oil. It's probably about Beetle out there. Another one of the FMRs. I can't remember what the difference between FMR and Messerschmitt actually is. Who knows? Ooh, Enfield. Yes, these were little electric cars. British built, British designed, made in the 70s, I think they were. For sale, just stop oil, orange, go and save planet. Enfield 8000 battery car. Electricity Council, yeah, they were mainly used by the electricity board themselves. So what's that? 7475, 7576, Enfield 8000, I think the name of them was. They didn't have a very, very good range, unfortunately. And before you say it, yes, Johnny Smith has actually got one of these and he's modified it to some extraordinary amount of power. There we go, between 73 and 76, that is a 74, 75. It looks quite up together, that one. Yes, more Rosettas. That one looks very nice. Well, we'll have one of the winner dealers. That one was BMW, I think. It's very small, as writing. Let's have a look. It doesn't say this particular one. Oh, there we go. We've got a 4-seater version here, and it's got 4 wheels. This is a 600. Interesting. I'd never seen one of those before in person. Fascinating. Just noticed this Vauxhall Nova Saloon in here, which is interesting. You don't see a lot of these. I've actually driven a Nova Saloon. It was a 91 1-litre trip. This is going to be a bit faster than the 1-litre trip, I think. That only 45 horsepower. This has not got 45 horsepower. I think it's got a little bit more. Hello to at saloon_build on Instagram. Just run past the Sinclair C5 stand on the way through, viewers. Not really cars or anything, some of you like them. I don't really know anything about them, but there they are. Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel actually has one of these, and I'll have a go at it at some point, but I don't really know much about them, and it's not really my thing particularly. I think this is an MGK type midget. Looks like it's sort of racing one or something like that. 2008 to 9 NCMX5 being worked on here. Interesting way of raising the air slightly without actually using jags. We've got a couple of Citroens on this stand here. Got a DS here, right-hand drive DS. Wow. What year that is? It could be Slaubert one or something. Probably a re-registration at some point in the past. SK's dead giveaway. Then Mark II Escort here. I've seen absolutely tons of these over the course of a long time. 79 to 80 plate, that one. And then we've got the Exocet stand. You can buy one of these Exocet little things. It looks like a cross between really like an aerial atom and sort of like a Caterham. I wonder how much one of these is. A kit. What do you need for one of these? An MX5. Okay. You can buy a one that's all up together for 21,000 plus VAT. It doesn't sound too bad actually, really. Because they'll the kits are only 5,000, but you have to get someone to build it for you. You have to have an MX5. That one's actually a donor car of an RX-8. What the donor car for this one is. It's NA or NB. The kit is again about £4,500 plus VAT. That's obviously an NB donor car. Views with some tasty treats on this little stand here. 1967 Volvo P1800. It's an 1800, not a P1800 by this stage. Never mind. 1974 Aston Martin V8. That is very nice. Waiting a windscreen and things. Make sure there's no windscreen. Don't touch. Well, the windscreen's not there, so I put my hand through it. Oh, now this is very nice. 1962 Bentley Continental S3 drop head, dark blue with a beige leather interior, and it's for sale. And wood and other things. I do like a nice beige leather interior. That would suit me very well, viewers, but I don't have the money to buy something like that. When looking at the footage from parts 5 and 6 that I filmed 2 days ago, I realised I've missed an entire section in Hall 8, so here we go. This is a couple of Ford console classics, in fact 3 of them. The middle one's actually a Capri rather than a classic. These weren't made very long, 61, 63 only for the classic, and then 61, 64 for the Capri. They were a bit of a failure, unfortunately. First of all, 1.34 litre engine, later on the 1.5 litre engine. Can't remember if the Capris have the bigger engine from the start. I think probably just a 1.34 as well. Very handsome cars, very prone to rust, unfortunately, but you know, very handsome cars and very collectible today. The styling was based on the sort of back of the Lincoln Continental of the late 50s. Just you can see from this rear window here. It became just unfortunately very sort of dated, and it was a very expensive car to build. That's why they switched it for the Corsair after only 2 years, which is a shame because these days these are incredibly lovely looking cars. So it is a bit of a shame, but there are still some in preservation here, which is good. They made both 2 and 4-door versions, as you can see. The car that replaced it was the Corsair. We're going to have a look at some of those now. So Corsair Estate V4 GT. I think this was after sort of Abbots of Farnham. I don't know if this is one of the last Abbots of Farnham estates. I didn't realise that. What year is this one? The V4, so it'd be one of the later ones. 1966. I think the V4s were sort of 55, 66 from memory. Another one of these Abbots of Farnham collaboration. Cortina 2000 estate. Another Corsair GT here. I think a bit of an earlier one. It's 65, so yeah, with the standard straight 4 rather than the V4. This is a V4 Corsair though. I think this would be by Crayford, won't it? That is 67, 68. More Crayford stuff here. This is a very, very unusual car. Mike 5 Cortina drop head coupe by Car Bodies of Coventry. Although it's in the Crayford Club. 1966 Wolseley Hornet. We always see this one. The reason why it always goes to the Ford Hall is because Crayford normally did Fords, but of course they did this Wolseley Hornet convertible, one of 57. And then a Ford Fiesta Fly by Crayford. This looks like it's based on an XR2. I think you could have these based on other Fiesta models as well. That is just, well, fly. Don't know why I didn't film these Mark 1 and Mark 2 Capris when I was here the other day, but we're doing it now. 1977 3-litre S, very late one, replaced March 78 by the Mark 3. Lovely. Mark 1, this is a 1600 XL. I think a pre-facelift one, 72. I think the facelift was 7273 for the Mark 1s. Pre-GXL, what engine's in this? Ooh, a 3-litre GXL. There was a 3000D as well. So the models for the Rover range had the quad headlamps. 73, that one. 72 Capri 1600L. See the lovely styling. And a couple more Mark II Capris. 3-litre S. The one in the professionals should be Martin Shaw 3-litre S. The Mark II was an X-Pac demonstrator with a wide body. Again, a 77 like that one is. Although I think this is my favourite Mark II Capri here, probably because of the interior colour. It's also a 3-litre, sort of beige interior. I wonder what specification this is. Oh, it's a Gear S. That's why it looks a bit sort of different. And then that engine bay's been very, very detailed indeed. So yeah, lovely 75. Yes, viewers, we had a slight problem. You were expecting to see the final part of this epic 22 video long slightly shambolic shuffle, and instead you got me driving down the motorway in a Sanyon. That's because I've had an issue with rendering this final part. I'd forgotten when I filmed this that my editing software does not really like rendering videos of about more than 40 minutes long, and the first part of the video was about 31 minutes long, the second part was about 15 minutes long, and so it came to a total of 46 minutes, and my software just won't render it. It's quite old, I was given it for free and I'm very grateful for that. Most of the time it's fine for what I need. This time it's not. I mean, I could download some new software, but I need to clear up my laptop before I do that. I just haven't got the time. So we're going to actually have to put this next part into a very vague vlog. Very vague vlog, I think number 121, the secret part 22A, because I can't bother to renumber all the thumbnails, it will take forever, and retitle all the videos. So there we go, you're going to have to wait for that, and I'll put a link to that video in the description below. If you are a channel member on the Rover 45 V6 and Seat Toledo tiers, then you'll be able to see that right now anyway, because it'll be live for wonderful people. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There are more slightly shambolic shuffles coming up. I know some of you only watch slightly shambolic shuffles. I would encourage you perhaps to watch other content on the channel as well. I'd really appreciate it if you did. You know, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again soon for more incorrect information.